In the decade's first edition of Coyote Nation TV, you can find out how powerlifting stands out from other athletics, just how many hours the Tech Theater program puts into their shows, and what goals some teachers and students are working towards in the new year. Today is January 9th, 2020, and you're watching CN TV.
Hey Coyotes, I'm Gabby Carden with CNTV's first show of 2020. It can be weird getting back into the swing of things, and hopefully those of you with second semester classes have everything figured out by now. While some of us used break to chill, some of our student body were hard at work. And if you missed some of our sporting events that happened during the break, you have a chance to see them now because our powerlifters will be competing soon. But the preparation for their events is a bit different than other sports here. CNTV's Chastity Samples has more on the mental and physical demands of powerlifting.
Weight slamming, sweat dripping, adrenaline pumping. All of these things are what people normally see from our powerlifting athletes. But powerlifting isn't like most sports.
Powerlifting differs because there's not any running, there's not any conditioning that really goes into it. It is a conditioning of muscles trying to really just get bigger and get stronger. So everything we do is strictly in the weight room, is based off of 3 performance lifts, a bench, a squat, and a deadlift. So our training is a little bit different because it doesn't involve any really cardiovascular training. It is strictly just weight and weight training and movements.
Powerlifting has taught the athletes much more than just how to work out.
To grind, perseverance, I'd say self-worth. Again, some of them, have fear of certain things and fear of self-perception, fear of of failure. And I think powerlifting has empowered them to overcome those fears, to realize that they can do things that they thought they couldn't.
It's made me like a leader, like as a team, so I could from here know what my limits are, and so push the team to know that they have limits and can be like boost their confidence.
Powerlifting is a big confidence booster just because it's just you and the weight. You're really just competing against yourself, and it's rewarding when they are able to achieve their goals and also to realize that they're stronger than what they really are.
In addition to the confidence boosting, powerlifting also relieves their stress.
It does help with a lot of stress or anxiety or problems that you have, because when you're working out and you have like the bar on your back, you're sweating to get more gains off basically, and you can relieve, like when the sweat's coming off, it's basically relieving any stress or anxiety or anger that you have, and it helps a lot.
Sometimes they realize that the weight is not as intimidating as they thought, and that their bodies and that their mind is stronger than what it really is.
I'm Chastity Samples with Coyote Nation TV.
To catch our powerlifters in action, you can head over to Princeton High School this Saturday. And while you're there, you might see one of our more well-known Coyotes. He's part of the powerlifting team and is constantly great as always. Back in September, Paul Caroma applied for a scholarship. He received the Frisco Bulls Team Behind the Team Scholarship Award for Heritage High School. This made him eligible to potentially win over $2,000 in scholarship money. And after his video submission in December, Paul was named the winner of the contest, earning over $2,500. Many of us here know Paul, and he is described as the heartbeat of the school and all things heritage. Congratulations, Paul. Moving on, our Fine Arts Department has been preparing for their opening night of Game of Tiaras. It takes place tonight at 7 p.m. and at the same time on Friday and Saturday. If y'all saw their previous production, Cheaper by the Dozen, then you might have seen the large set that was made for the show by the Tech Theater students. Seeing TV's Ian Shuda shows us the backstage life these students go through and how they play a crucial role in any show.
Staying at school until midnight might seem like an unusual thing to do, but for some Tech Theater students, that is a reality.
We would spend almost every day here, sometimes till 10 o'clock, sometimes till 12. It's very hard work.
The amount of hours Tech Theater students put in outside of school helps them make sets for our theater productions.
I bring the set to life with lights, and I would program the lights and make sure that everybody's seen, every little detail of the set is seen. If a corner of the set was not seen, it would be my duty to make sure that the set would be, lit up and seen by the audience.
The lights are just one of the many things that happen behind the scenes. Everyone has a vital role in making the set.
There are many people that like to draw or paint. My job would be to build the set. I use tools mainly.
And for some, it can be overwhelming.
Well, I feel like people don't really realize how much actually goes into tech. Until you actually do it, then you realize it, and it's very stressful. And it takes a lot to do this. It takes a lot of commitment, and we depend on the actors for a lot of things. They depend on us for a lot of things. So it's just a big teamwork. We have to work together to make a show run.
The dedication of the students goes deeper than just during their class period.
We would usually take from after school, and usually our underclassmen will clock out at 8:30, but me and other few seniors would go to till 11, sometimes 11:45 latest.
It takes a lot of time, but I think it's definitely worth it. All the friends I've made, and it's just a big family, so yeah.
I'm Ian Shuda with Coyote Nation TV.
It's great to see how all the different roles collaborate to create amazing shows for us to enjoy. And if you're interested in seeing the show tomorrow, tonight, or Saturday, it only costs $5 for y'all and an extra $8 if you want to bring one of your parents along. Now, before I wrap up, I would love it if y'all would check out our Instagram account after the show. You can watch some student, administrator, and teacher responses to what their second semester resolutions are. Benningfield said something about not sending kids to ISS, but you'll have to check it out for yourself if that concerns you. We'll be filming more responses soon, or you can comment or DM your own responses to our Instagram account at Heritage Student Media. You can also follow us on Twitter at Coyote Nation TV. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. I'm Gabby Cardin, and you stay classy, Coyotes.